Automate on-page SEO. Let me show you how to rank #1 with automated on-page approach. Let's jump into it. G'day guys, I'm Ronald Osborne from Osborne Digital Marketing. This, as you can see, is an add-on to my on-page SEO sheet. So if you're a solid, legendary person that's one of my subscribers, you've seen all of my free sheets. So all of my free sheets here, the thing that I'm going to be doing all of the on-page SEO with today, this automation that I've created, it is this one here. All right, so you get this one, the one that has all the manual counts there that we've walked through in the other video. I'll have that linking above. So it's got all the other stuff here for you. But the AI prompts, this stuff's on the other tab. All right. Now, it's not everything that I have. That'll be coming very, very soon. Couple of months, that's away. But what I'm going to be showing today is we're going to be looking specifically at the headers, because that is where, guys, that's where a lot of juice is to be had with the on-page SEO. Let me show you how to do it. All right, so let me just walk you through this sheet. As you can see here, we've got the keyword column here, the URL that you'll place in. You've got the total words in the headers. That's very important. So on that sheet, on the URL, like that we look at specifically, it shows the total words. It shows the keyword count, how many times something's mentioned, the density, the H1, the H2, the H3. So how many times, as an example, roofing is used in the H1 count. Now, guys, these numbers are going to be a bit different because I just dragged them just to show this little intro. But what we're going to do is today, so if you're Googling roofing Austin, right, this one here, this Accu Roofing, they're going to be our dummy. They're going to be the guys that we use today. But if you have a look, these guys, these three guys here are #1. All right. All of these guys are #1. Now we need to work out the densities and see what's going on here. It's very, very important. All right. Like it's super important. Now you might be sitting there going, Ronnie, yeah, there are automated tools. Just had a bit of a bug there, guys. I don't know what happened with my screen then, but just jumped out for a second. But you might be wondering, hey, Ronnie, in today's age, like you talk about using Pop, Rank Lightning, all of that for your on-page. It's like, yes, I do. But the thing is, when it comes to things like roofing, extremely competitive games, guys, there's no tool. You have to do it manually. If you want to be up the top, like the examples I've shown you for the years now, that's the secret. It's one of the things you've just got to do. You've got to do it. So I'm going to show you what we look at. So let me delete all of this. And now with this sheet, okay, so I just want to quickly show you something. What you'll need to do is once you've made a copy of this sheet, go to the extensions, go to the macros, and then it's going to be like import macros. You'll import all of these. Cool. Once it's done, then you'll just come down to the on open. All right. Click the on open because that's going to give you this. Okay. So as an example, you want to start thinking about the keywords that we want to look at. We're looking at Austin roofing. So it's a main keyword. Like we want to look at, you can look at Austin roofing, then you can look at Austin, and then you could look at roofing as an example. So I'm just going to jump straight into it for you guys. So first thing that we need to do, I'm just going to grab this domain. First of all, just copy the URL, specifically the URL, not the domain overall that we want to look at. So I'm going to go like this. Keyword density, analyze keyword density. Okay. My computer's running a bit slow, guys. So what I'm going to do is be jumping through segments. I'll make sure that I cover everything, but just FYI. All right. So enter target keyword. Let's go Austin roofing. All right. Or roofing Austin, sorry, was the main keyword. Roofing Austin. All right. So when we're doing on page and we're utilizing the automation for this, that's all you need to do. Okay. And then URL, boom. Now what this does is it's going to spit out all of that information for us. Okay, like so. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so we can see for our target keyword, guys, roofing Austin, there's actually no results. So see, look, donuts, and you're like, that's not right. Well, let's try the other way around. So what I would suggest, all right, so you're going to come back, like if you might be sitting there going, nah, running rubbish. All right, well, let's have a look. So let's have a look. Headers, roof, Austin roofing. So they've got it the other way around. So, and this is something you just want to check too. Like what are the sneaky things are being done here? Because if you want to do on page Austin's roofing, naughty, naughty, naughty. That's a massive H6, Texas Sun, sneaking all that stuff in there. Of course they are. Look at that. 7 H1s, guys. Go and put 700 H1s on the page, boys. Have fun with that. So let's try it a different way. Let's try again. Let's just try doing it Austin Roofing. Now it is their business name. So it's going to obviously pop a few more results. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit so everyone can see. Terribly sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it is not liking this. But as you can see here, all right, so it's spat out the keyword count. Here's the density, all right? Here's the density of it with the other headers. Here it is in the H1, it's mentioned once. H2, it's mentioned once. H5 and a H6. All right, cool bananas. You know where to place it. All right, cool. Now, again, let's have a look at Austin. So I'll be able to go analyze keyword. Because again, guys, like when you're doing on page, you shouldn't be going after like 16 different keywords for the one thing. That's crazy. It's madness. It should just be a variation of your main keyword. All right, Austin, you can see keyword count in the header 8 times. All right, density. Whew, that's a pretty high density. It's mentioned in 3 H1s and it's mentioned in 3 H5s. All right, cool. Let's do roofing. Roofing. Let's do this. Roofing. Boom. Okay. 10 times. 3.5. 3 times again. 2 times in the H2s. All right, cool bananas. Now let's look at our next competitor. So these are main keywords we're going to be looking at. I'm just going to delete this row, get rid of that. Make it beautified. All right, so let's move on to position number 2. So this is how simple it is to use this spreadsheet, guys. Like it's super, super easy. So again, we're going to look at Roofing Austin. It's going to be our main one. Roofing Austin. Boom. And you can see like my computer's struggling, guys. And it's cooking. The fan is going nuts. Like she's not having a great time. It's not her day. But, you know, like you get the idea. It's pretty quick. Like it is going to take a minute to actually sit here and do it this way. Like it will take you 30 minutes to figure it all out. But do you want to rank number 1? But it's that simple. Or do you just want to do what everyone else is doing? Pop. Like, guys, everyone in my team can use Page Optimizer Pro. So why can't my team, they're trained on my ways, why can't my team just go out there and compete with me directly then? These are the things you've got to think of. So again, like you have to be willing to do this type of stuff. And to be honest, until we're all out of the job, this is what you're going to have to be doing. This is just what you're going to have to be doing when it comes to analyzing on page with AI. All right. So boom, keyword density complete. And I normally only look at 4 or 5. So, whoa, geez. You can see here, that's huge, 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 huge. So Austin's mentioned 10 times in 10 H5s. Interesting. Worth looking at for these guys. Why are they doing that? But what we're really trying to ascertain is how often things are being just mentioned. All right. Roofing. Bang, bang. Now, I used to have a script where you could input like the cluster, but there's sometimes some problems. So this script, when it only looks for the one, doesn't normally create any issues. Like there doesn't seem to be any problems. So as an example, it's saying that there's roofing. So this is a great example. But the other one used to have big problems. When you do it like a big roofed commercial, I'm not saying tile roof, no roofing at all mentioned. That is interesting. All right. So again, like guys, see from just doing this on page, I'm able to ascertain a couple of things. One, it's not really the on page that's ranking these guys, right? There's off page factors. I can immediately ascertain that there's more going on here. So, and let's do the same thing with ours. So let's grab ours. Like I'm just going to jump ahead just so you can start to see. So let's have a look and see what we're doing. because this is why you do on page. On page you can control. This is, it costs you time. If you don't have the budget, but you've got the time, excellent, you do this. If it's the other way around, you can start with the off page. But essentially what I'm ascertaining from doing this is I'm really starting to figure out that there's going to be a lot of off page required. I already know that anyway for this area, but there's going to be a lot of off page required to get you up the top. So I'm just going to run through. I'm going to jump through, skip the video through. I'm going to run these and then we'll compare them, and I'll just talk on that just in a moment. All right. So what we've done is we've looked at everything. Okay. So essentially this is us right here. Now I only run the top 2 competitors, so numbers are a little bit skew-iffed, but the main thing we're looking at here is you can just see, all right, we've got the total word counts in the headers. That is important to look at, right? We are pretty much aligned with the guy that's in position number 2. Okay. Now, the other thing we want to look at is sort of the density values that we're seeing. So we've got let me break it up a little bit. So you guys, I'll do this so you can see it very clearly and understand what I'm saying, because this is your money shot right here. This is where all the magic comes into play. So we can see it's like roofing, Austin, not mentioned, and not mentioned. If we go Austin roofing, it's mentioned the density is 1.39. The density is donuts. The density is 0.87. Okay. So immediately, again, it is best having the third result, but you want to lean on where it's in the middle there. Now let's have a look at Austin. So we can see we're 1.74. Number 2 is is 9. Let's just call it what it is. This guy's 3. Immediately, I know that we're deficient. Immediately, I see that and go, okay, well, we need to add more mentions. Our density for Austin needs to be jacked right up, because we're 1.74, here's 9, and here's 3, and we're half of that. So you've got to jack that up. Let's have a look at the roofing. So we're 3.5, here's donuts, and then this guy is 3.5 as well. So roofing is pretty much there, but the Austin just needs to go up. And again, guys, you would be very surprised. I'd almost be, if I had a quick look at the backlink profile of these guys, but just getting straight to the point, we're doing automated on-page stuff, guys. Super important. Just do this. Look at the top 3, get the results, see where you're different. Don't go crazy. You could add in Texas in there. You could add in TX in there. You could, guys, stick with just your main keyword and just have a little bit of a look. Right now, there's 2 things I've determined. One, I can sit here and be like, it's not just on page that's going to get me to the top. It's kind of obvious, but you'll see that when you're doing this, especially when you're seeing a lot of these. So you'll know that it's not just on page. You have to do some off page to get you there. But when you're looking at this too, you can also ascertain immediately, it's like Austin is where I'd be adding that density up a lot more. So my density, I'd want to be adding Austin in a couple more times. And again, something to note, guys, where have I got it? Well, I've got it in the H2s. Where's everyone else got it? He's got it in a H5. Okay, Olas. What about this guy? He's got it in 3 H1s and some H2s and some H5s and a H6. All right. So when you're looking at doing your on-page optimization, these are little things that you got to consider. And then when you're importing all of this data into your main sheet, which you can do down here, I've got all this stuff down here, guys, that you need to do. Again, that video will be up above, link down in the comments, wherever it may be. But you got to figure out this stuff. This will just make your process a little bit quicker. All right. This is going to save you, honestly, it'll save you maybe 30, 40 minutes. And that's my objective, just to make your life easier. So guys, and if you want your life to be a lot easier, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Go over and grab all of these free things. All right, SEO pricing model, SEO, look at the sitemap keyword extractor. Look at how many times a keyword is mentioned on an entire site. Big ranking tip right there. On page, Google Business Profile Checklist, sitemap extractor, where you get to extract your competitor's sitemap, puts together all of the titles, rephrases them all up with AI. Like, it's super easy, so you can just easily launch a website. Anchor analysis sheet, local SEO topical map with the AI prompts, free SEO checklist, has the local SEO checklist, the free backlink monitor, the SEO ROI calculator, and the SEO forecast. All this free, guys. Free. Go get it now. Go get it now, because this shit's worth thousands of dollars. So go get it. Enjoy it. I hope you had a lovely day. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you around, legends. Thank you.